Don't want no drama, don't want no drama. I'm counting honest, blue face, big honest.
では皆、至高の御方モモンガ様、忠誠の義を。
第1、第2、第3階層守護者シャルティア・ブラッドフォール、御身の
第5階層守護者呼吸トス、御身の前に。
第6階層守護者アウラ・ベラフィオーラ、同じく第6階層守護者マーレ・ベロフィオーレ、御身の前に。
第7階層守護者デミウールボス、御身の前に。
守護者統括アルベド、御身の前に。私たち階層守護者各員、いかなる難行といえども全身全霊をもって遂行いたします。
うん、表を上げよ。
造物主たる至高の41人の御方々、アインズ・ウール・ゴウンの方々に恥じない働きを誓います。
Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Ray and Jay Slay Anime. Today we're doing Overlord, my personal favorite. Another Isekai anime, you know, surprise, surprise, but not really surprised, right? I watched this about 5 times, and this is the only anime I've ever like rewatched that this many times, to be honest. And let's see. We'll start off with the first episode, like always. How he Before he starts off, I'm Jay. He's Ray. Come on now, we did this like if they have to like they already know. All right, they already know. All right, so all right, I don't know his original name. Right, that's one thing that I don't know, but who cares?
Bowman.
No, not his. I'm talking about like his original, his real name. Yeah, before he like the dude that's playing the game.
I don't think they ever gave it.
Yeah, I don't think so either. So he starts off as like he's in a dying server. All right, a dying server like this game. What was it? Yggdrasil. Yeah, Yggdrasil. That's like a Norse mythology name of the the big tree. And yeah, he's with one member. I think that member is just like some noob or something. That member, what was his name? I don't know his name. The slime guy. It's not slime guy, but it's the slime guy though, so I'm gonna just call him slime guy.
楽しかったんだ。本当に楽しかったんだ。いやー、本当にお久さです、モモンガさん。正直来てもらえるなんて思ってもいませんでしたよ。ヘロヘロさん、2年ぶりくらいですかね。
そんなに時間が経ってるんだ。やばいな。残業ばかりでこの頃時間の感覚が変なんですよね。
それかなり危ないんじゃないですか。
体ですか？超ボロボロですよ。
うわ、
すいません、愚痴ばっかりこぼしちゃって。
気にしないでください。
僕はそろそろちょっと眠すぎて。
ああ、ゆっくり休んでください。
本当にすいません。でもナザリック地下大墳墓がまだ残っているなんて思ってもいませんでしたよ。
え？
モモンガさんがギルド長としてずっと維持してくれていたんですね。
あ、ナザリックはみんなで作り上げた本拠地ですからね。
モモンガさん、お疲れ様でした。またどこかでお会いしましょう。
And they were talking like, yeah, man, it was nice, you know, with this little clan we made, this, that, and the third. Oh yeah, I've been working. He's explains how he's been working, and you know, like a slave. It's kind of like me, but in a sense, all right. And then Ainz or Magma, whatever you want to call him, is no more. No,
Oh no, Moment. I'm sorry.
nope. That's his secondary. That's his secondary name. His first name is not Moment. It's something with the M though. I know it is. Yeah, look it up in your notes. Yeah, I'm telling you. I just can't. Magma, something like that. And yeah, he basically, you know, was like he's giving this like telling him like, oh yeah, I'm finna leave this, that, and the third. Then he leaves. All right. Now Ainz is like sitting there like, oh man, look at this space me and my team created. And I'm sure they spend hours working on the whole thing, foundation, the people that's in the castle, and oh man, just hours of gameplay. I couldn't imagine it. But it's anime, so now after the slime guy leaves, he's still reminiscing on the past, walks around the castle. It's not a castle, it's more like what is that word I'm looking for? Not a dungeon. What's that thing that mummies live in or not live in?
Tomb.
Yeah, tomb. It's like the Tomb of Nazareth. That's what it's called. And walks around. He gives the I don't even know how to say the maids of Pleiades. I don't know how to say that either. But he gives them a command. Sebas and the maids walk behind him. He goes sits on his throne. He sits on his throne and is like, wow, man, I can't believe this game is ending. You know, he's all sad because, you know, his favorite game is ending. The game he spent hours working on.
His name before he changed it was Momonga.
Momonga, there we go. Yeah. Spent hours of gameplay. I mean, he's just sitting there like, damn, it's really ending. And then he's like, oh, I got work tomorrow. Maybe I should log off and go to sleep.
アルベド。コマンドは待機だっけ？どんな設定だったかな。ナザリック地下大墳墓の最上位ノンプレイヤーキャラクターで守護者統括。長っ。そういやアルベドを作ったのは設定魔の田村さんか。何これビッチって。はあ、ギャップ萌えだったっけ田村さんは。それにしてもいくらなんでもこれは本当ならツールが必要だけど、これがあれば。何か入れた方がいいかな。モモンガを愛している。うわ恥ずかしい。バカじゃない俺。確かコマンドはひれ伏せ。
But no, he stays without even knowing. So he passes out, wakes up. Oh, this is my favorite part. He wakes up and is like, wait, why are the NPCs' mouths moving when they talk? They don't usually do that. And it's just like I'm just like, oh yeah, yeah. That's the stuff I like. It's like he's in the game, man. Like I want to do that. Yeah, I want to do that. It's a couple games I want to be in, and
there was a couple of games I'm like I could live in.
本当に楽しかったんだ。はあ、明日は4時起きか。サーバーが落ちたら早く寝ないと仕事に差し支える。サーバーダウンが延期になった？コンソールが出ない。チャットも GM コールも使えない。どういうことだ？
どうかなさいましたか、モモンガ様。モモンガ様、モモンガ様、モモンガ様、いかがされましたか？何か問題がございましたか？
あれ GM コールが効かないようだ。
お許しを。無知な私では GM コールというものに関してお答えすることができません。
口が動いている？
この失態を払拭する機会をいただけるのであれば、これに勝る喜びはございません。
NPC が会話をしている。ありえない。何か異常が発生しているのか。こういうところはゲームの時と同じなのにコンソールは使えない。運営にも連絡できない。どうする？セバス。は命令して大丈夫なのか？ママよ。
セバス、大墳墓を出てナザリックの周辺地理を確認せよ。
and then he gives
In a cameo.
he's talking with like all the NPCs, but I wouldn't really call them that. I guess the maids and Albedo and the floor guardians. Well, the floor guardians haven't showed up yet, but there's one floor guardian. Name was Albedo, and he decides to do some experiments. Wait, matter of fact, before he ever went to sleep, he's just like he was doing command codes or whatever, and then it was explaining to Albedo and how what was her creator's name? I don't know. He'll explain it if you watch it. Oh, that's bad on my part, but still, the creator, he looks through Albedo's log and sees how she was like, you know, how she's supposed to talk, how she's supposed to act, all that, and he sees that it was inputted as like she was like a bitch or something. And then he changes that. He's like, I don't know about that. And then he's just like, he hesitated and started thinking like, you know what? I'm gonna put this. Albedo loves Momonga. And I'm just like,
Madly in love with Momonga is what he put.
ではモモンガ様、私はいかがいたしましょうか？
そうだな。では私の元まで来い。
はい。
いい匂い。って匂い？そんな機能はユグドラシルにはなかったが。
アルベド、触るぞ。
はい。
脈がある。それになんだこれは。 AI でしかない NPC がどうしてこんなまるで生きているような。だが次の最後の一手、これだけは確認しなければ。
アルベド、胸を触ってもよいか？
これは必要なことなんだ。そう、自然に聞けば。
構わんにゃいないな。
全然無理でした。
もちろんです。どうぞお好きにしてください。
状況を整理しよう。このような18禁に触れる行為が行えていることから、新たなユグドラシルないしは全く別の DMMORPG である可能性は低い。そしてもう一つは仮想世界が現実になったという可能性。ありえない。だが NPC との会話、自然に動く表情、匂い、全て今までのゲームでは決して表現できなかったものばかり。っていつまで揉んでいるんだ。アルベド、すまなかったな。
ここで私は初めてを迎えるのですね。服はどういたしましょうか。自分で脱いだ方がよろしいでしょうか、それともモモンガ様が。
よすのだアルベド。今はそのような。いや、そういうことをしている時間はない。
And then now that's when it starts going, you know, that's when it starts, you know, going down south. Everything's starting to change. It's starting to become real. Their mouths start to move when they talk, and
When he wakes back, when he falls asleep, wakes up, everyone's mouths start moving and they start acting like real people, pretty much.
real loyal people like that. And so
And she is madly in love with him.
yeah, madly in love with him, and he's just like, you know what? I just noticed this. You know, let me try some experiments. Albedo, come here. And then yeah, I'm not gonna go into detail with all that. You know, you can watch that. He's he's like, okay, wow, this is real, and you know, oh yeah, this is crazy. Oh, how long do I plan on doing this? And then so, you know, all that stuff happens. I think he has Sebis calls the floor guardians, I believe. That's what happens. And they all come together, and you know, he's like, wow, this is crazy. You know, they kneel before him.
Well, the chick that he makes fall madly in love with him by accident is actually the head of all the floor guards.
Yeah. You know what, it was kind of let's see. I kind of knew it was gonna happen, you know, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, that's anime. That's anime. Now, anyways, calls the floor guardians together. And you know, he does right, doesn't he call them? He called them together, right?
Yeah, he has everybody meet in the stadium level.
No, not yet.
But not the stadium. Yeah, it was. He had everyone meet him in the arena.
Oh yeah, hold up. I'm going far too ahead. That's something I'm explaining something else. Yeah, he I think
first,
he walks
when he first wakes up and realizes that he's stuck in the game and everything's weird, he doesn't summon anybody, they're all there. All the mates are all there, and then the head butler guy is there.
Sebis, yeah, that guy's cool.
And he gets to trying to figure out what's going on and, you know, what carried on from the game.
Yes, like that's right. He has Sebis go look around at surroundings and stuff. And then that's when he goes down to the arena and he has Mare and I forgot the other character's name.
The cross-dressing elves?
Yeah. The weird people.
ここは茶釜さんが設定したダークエルフの双子が守護しているはずだが。アウラ君。
いらっしゃいませ、モモンガ様。私たちの守護階層までようこそ。
少しばかり邪魔をさせてもらおう。
何を言うんですか。モモンガ様はナザリック地下大墳墓の主人、絶対の支配者ですよ。そのお方がどこかにお尋ねになって邪魔者扱いされるはずがないですよ。
ところで
まああれ、モモンガ様に失礼でしょ。とっとと飛び降りなさいよ。無理だよお姉ちゃん。まああれ、分かったよ。うわ早くしなさい。はい。お待たせしました、モモンガ様。
うん、今日は二人に手伝ってほしいことがあって来たのだが。
それがモモンガ様しか触ることを許されないという伝説のあれですか？
そう、これこそが我々全員で作り上げた最高位のギルド武器、スタッフ・オブ・アインズウール・ゴウンだ。スタッフの7匹の蛇が加える宝石はそれぞれがゴッズアーティファクト。さらにこのスタッフ本体に込められた力もゴッズを超越し、かのワールドアイテムに匹敵するレベルだ。特にすごいのは組み込まれた自動迎撃システムまあなんだ、そんなわけだ。
すごいですモモンガ様。
そういうわけでこれの実験を行いたい。
はい、すぐに準備をします。
それとアウラ、ここに全階層守護者を呼んでいる。1時間もしないうちに集まるぞ。
シャルティアも来るんですか？
ユグドラシルでは魔法は浮かび上がるアイコンをクリックするだけでよかった。しかし今はそれが出ない。だけど自分の奥に意識を向けると分かる。魔法の効果範囲、次の発動までに必要なリキャストタイム、そして己の中にある MP の量も。
サモンプライマルファイヤーエレメンタル。プライマルファイヤーエレメンタル、レベルは80後半だ。アウラ、戦ってみるか？
いいんですか？僕しなくちゃいけないことを思い出した。まああれ
プライマルファイヤーエレメンタル、双子を攻撃せよ。
マジックシールド。
さすがに余裕だな。これは他の魔法の起動に問題はない。だがメッセージ、やはり GM や仲間には繋がらないか。
I guess their creator told them that basically wearing the opposite sex's clothes made them stronger.
And I actually know the character's name, Babuka. Babuka, yeah, that was a funny name. So yeah.
君はなんで女性の格好をしているのかね？
これはブクブク茶釜様が選んだんです。男の子って言ってましたから、僕の性別を間違えてではないと思います。
であればナザリックにおいて少年はそういう格好をするものなのかもしれないな。さて、呼吸と。
And so he tests out. He was like, you know what? Let's have them fight whatever the hell that guy summoned. Yeah, he summoned some crazy shit. And then they was actually getting with him. They was getting with it. And then after they had fought the thing. I'm gonna call him Ainz because I don't really like his first name. I'm glad he changed it. Yeah, Manga. Come on, man. But yeah, Ainz. Yeah, he gives a glass of water to Mare, and I'm actually taking over real quick, Justin. I'm gonna search up the other one's name.
He gives a glass of water to one of the elves, and basically they're all loyal to him anyway, but it makes him seem more of a kind leader. And so everyone kind of falls, I don't want to say in love with him, but they respect him even more. They are truly devoted to him.
の説明しろ。
かしこまりました。
二人とも素晴らしかったぞ。
ありがとうございます。こんなに運動したのは久しぶりです。
喉が渇いただろう。
ガ様ってもっと怖いのかと思ってました。
ん？そうか？そっちの方が良いならそうするが。
今の方がいいです。絶対いいです。おや、私が一番でありんすか？
さて、この世界が何なのかはまだわからないが、 NPC たちは忠誠を尽くしてくれているらしい。ならば彼らに対しては上位者として威厳を持って行動するほかない。
Because he's a creator and where all the other, they see that all the other creators left them and he was the only one who stayed. So.
Yes, and the other elf name was Aura, by the way, or however you want to say it. And then yes, that's when they're in the arena. That's when he summons the guardians or whatever. No, matter of fact, he tests out the communication thing to see if he can get in contact with any other players that are in the area.
Yeah.
And he was like, he tried it. He was like, and Sebas talked. He was like, he was surprised because, yeah, nobody else answered him. So that's when Sebas was like, you know, yeah, he said something, and then he brought Sebas over here. Florida Guardians came. They were, you know, what I expected. Very loyal. Nailed the Forno. We've got Sebas and Demiurge. I don't know how to say his name, Demiurge.
It was the Demon King guy, wasn't it?
No, he's not a Demon King, but you know, he was like the strategist guy. I kind of like
the
him.
strategist, but I could have swore like he was like considered like a Demon King or something like that. He wasn't literally a Demon King, but I think that's what his character was in the actual game. And then he brings that out later on, and further down the road. Again, that's what he calls himself when he's attacking the kingdom.
Yeah, that's way ahead. That's way ahead.
No, I'm just saying though, they also mentioned it at the beginning too. Arns does. He calls him the Demon King or something like Demiurge the Demon King or something like that.
Now, as a guy who watched this like 5 times, you would think I know all the Guardians' names, but I only remember the ones I like, you know. So I like Kakyotis. That guy. That's my favorite Florida.
That was the bug looking one, right? The big bug beetle.
4 arms, yeah.
Yeah, he was dope.
I like him. He talks when needs to. You know, he doesn't really. Only time he blabbers is when Demiurge talks about, oh yeah, there's probably one of them should have like a, you know, an heir to the throne. He's talking about him. That was the only time he blabbered. Everything else he only talks when needs.
でもナザリックの将来という意味でもね。
どういうことですか？
おう、偉大なる支配者の後継はあるべきだろう。モモンガ様は最後まで残られた。だがもしかするといずれ他の方々と同じ場所に行かれるかもしれない。その場合我々が忠義を尽くすべきお方を残していただければとね。
それはどちらかがモモンガ様のお世継ぎを？
それは不敬な考えやもしれんぞ。
ただモモンガ様のご子息にも忠義を尽くしたくはないかね。
それは確かに憧れる。いや、素晴らしいな。素晴らしい光景だ。
That guy's a warrior.
Say this. I'm biased because I like vampires. He's biased. He don't like vampires. So I'm pretty sure I like the vampire girl more than he liked the vampire girl.
Yeah, like her name starts with an S. What's her name?
I can't remember her name, dude. I'm sorry.
Let me look at my notes really quick.
But I think the biggest reason why I liked her was because she kept giving the head of the Guardians crap. And I think she was doing it on purpose just to fuck with her. Because basically, like we stated, Ainz accidentally made the head of the Guardians fall madly in love with him. And so now she's giving her crap, basically acting like she wants Ainz, which she might actually want Ainz. I don't know. But I think most of it was just to mess with her.
Shantir.
私が唯一支配できぬ愛 シャルティア、ちょっといい加減にしたら。おやちびすけ、いたでありんすか。主も大変でありんすね、マーレ。この頭のおかしい姉を持って。偽父、図星ね。だからわざわざゲートを使ってやってきたんだ。急いできたいのに盛りすぎてて、走るたびに胸がどっか行っちゃうから。たまりなさい。あんたなんか全くないでしょ。私はまだ76歳だけど、あんたはアンデッド。成長しないから大変よね。今あるもので満足したらうんどりゃ配達番号。
懐かしいな。シャルティアを設定したペロロンチーノさんも、アウラやマーレを設定したお姉さんのブクブク茶釜さんとこんな風によく喧嘩をしてたっけ。
騒がしいな。御方の前で遊びすぎだ。
コキュートス、第5階層の守護者であり、性格もコンセプトデザインも武人という設定だ。
このチビが私に無礼を。事実だ。
ここまでだ。
Don't want no drama, don't want no drama. I'm counting on this blue face, big con.
Nah, she likes Ainz. Yeah, she definitely does.
I think she liked him, but I think a lot of it had to do with her just fucking with the head of the
Albedo, yeah. That's when they started talking about, Mare or one of them. Demiurge just like, handle that, and then they left, and that's when Demiurge talked to Kokiotis about. If somebody asked him why would you let that happen, because then he was like, okay, maybe one of them decides to be the wife so we can have an heir, blah blah blah, this that and that.
And the messed up thing is they were with it too. What's her name again? The head
Albedo.
I can't say it. Sorry, but she was like, you know what? I'll be the wife. You can be his mistress, because a man like Ainz is gonna need more than basically one woman. It's just like they were dead.
どうかしましたか、シャルティア。
どうしたシャルティア。
すごい気配を受けてゾクゾクしてしまって、少し下着がまずいことになってありんすの。
このビッチ。
はあ、モモンガ様からあれほどの力の波動、ご褒美をいただいたのよ。それでヌリン製法が頭がおかしいわ、大口ゴリラ。やつめうなぎ。私の姿は至高の方々によって作っていただけた姿でありんす。
それはこっちも同じことだと思うけど。
アウラ、女性のことは女性に任せるよ。
デミウルゴス、私に押し付ける気？
もし何かあったら止めに入るから。
Like, fuck it. Oh, that was crazy.
Oh yeah. Then after that little scene, that's when Ainz went. He's like, I think he's in this room or something like that. He starts talking about, man, these guys are loyal as hell for no reason, this, that, and third. He's like, you know what? Let me go check out. Let me go. I need some fresh air. That's what he wanted to. That's where he was originally going. So he puts on his Momon gear, whatever. I don't know what gear he was wearing. It's whatever. He walks, runs into Demiurge.
The armor.
Yeah, that armor. I don't know.
The black armor. I can't remember what it was called, but I think it like boosted his martial skills or something like that. It let him summon like different swords and shit.
Yeah, he's only used 2 swords. That's it. Maybe he does summon swords, but who knows? But yeah, because in his original form he couldn't wield swords. So yeah, he's walking, or he's on his way out of the tomb, and then he runs into Demiurge and 3 generals. He's like, oh shit, what are they doing here? And then he was like, and then Demiurge does this thing like, oh my god, I know what he's doing. This is what he's doing. He's just checking. Your attention to detail is so advanced, and this, that, and third. It's just like, bruh. And I was just like, huh? What is this talking about, bruh?
And it's a continuous theme throughout the whole show where Demiurge will do some shit, thinking that that's what Ainz wanted. And Ainz is like, what the fuck did you do? Like, why did you do that? And it's like, oh, I did it because no, he'd be like, and I'm pretty sure that's what you were thinking, Lord Hines. And Hines is like, yes, but could you explain it to the rest of everybody else? You know,
Yeah, he'll be like,
basically because he don't know why Demiurge did the shit that he just did.
yes, and then he'll just be like, you know, yeah, I remember all the words. Hines is like, yeah, just that one, like that one time. Yes, like that one time. Yes. What the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah. And his inner monologue is like, what the hell? Like, what is he talking? When did I say that? Like, and then he brings it up and is like, really? You remember that? Like,
that shit is funny. And then
oh shit, my bad.
And then he's on his way out. So kind of resident Demiurge. Demiurge is like, yeah, look, I would not be a floor guardian if I wasn't able to go with you while you're out on whatever you're doing. And then so they go out. He starts flying, and that's when Demiurge turns into his original form. His ugly ass starts flying.
He was like some toad thing with wings.
That shit. That's the true demon right there. And then you know, he's like, it's so beautiful, but this, that, and the third. He gets to talking. Demiurge then thinks that whatever he's thinking is what Ainz is thinking. He's thinking that he's on the same page as him. He's like, oh, that's when he realizes. Or thinks he realizes that Ainz wants to take over the world or whatever. And he's like, I don't, yeah, one of those things.
But the funny thing about that is it doesn't get brung up until like season 2 or something like that, like way later on, where he brings it back to that original conversation that they had, where he's like, yeah, I knew from that conversation that you wanted to take over the world. And I'm just like, what the fuck conversation are you talking about? Like, when did we have this conversation about me taking over the world? And without that one time,
without Demiurge, the plot would be just down. Like,
Demiurge does a lot of shit to carry the plot.
He carried it, but shit, I ain't tripping. He's like my second, you know, favorite floor guardian. But yeah, and so they're talking to this guy, and he notices Mare. He's like covering the Tomb of Nazareth, which Albedo was against, and you know, I'm just like, mind your tongue, you know.
Watch your mouth, bitch.
Watch your mouth, bitch. Watch your mouth. You feel me? We need a because you know they were strategizing about how to cover the Tomb of Nazareth to, you know, keep peace, stay to it.
So, basically, so no one knows, because they were basically out in the middle of nowhere. And there's just this giant fucking tomb in the middle of nowhere. So it was like, we really don't want people to see us and then start trying to investigate, you know, what this tomb is just out of nowhere. So they decided to cover it with dirt.
Plus he was paranoid of other players that were still on the server. But trust me, I don't think there's any other players on the server, to be honest.
Oh no. There's a episode later on where they're with the dragon thing. I think they used to be players of probably a different game.
Yeah, probably.
They got stuck there too.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't think they can hold a candle to Ainz though. That's the thing. I don't think so. But the only people that hold a candle, I wouldn't even say hold a candle, but you know, they're up there, was that little group they had, the one where they had the world where they had like world tier magic or whatever that controls.
Yes, that was them.
That couldn't have that was them?
That was them.
They can't be
yes, that was them. The one who controls Shawtir before I think it was like ended up being a draw because Shawtir killed her before she could completely take over Shawtir's mind at that moment.
シャルティア・ブラッドフォールが反旗を翻しました。
you know, and they had to rush off. Or it didn't kill her, but like severely injured her. So they grabbed her and rushed off. But yeah, that was that group. That was that same group. They were part of that group.
Either way, Hines is he's gonna solo them.
And Shawteer's a beast. She gave Hines a run for his money.
Yeah, that was
later on.
that
But
was
I'm sorry, we're getting.
I was surprised.
Yeah, we got really far ahead, so I handed the rings back.
Yeah, that's when you know, I'm going a bit slow, but I'm gonna pick it up here soon. So yeah, Hines goes down. Oh yeah, Hines talks about Demiurge. He's talking to Demiurge. He's like, you know, he notices Mare's putting in work and it's and the third, and Demiurge is like, he asks Demiurge like, what should I do? What should I give to Mare? And Demiurge is like, you know, maybe talking to him actually makes him feel even better. But then that's what Hines actually went up to him and was like, you know what? Matter of fact, talking isn't just gonna do enough. So here, I'm gonna give you this teleportation ring that, you know, teleports all around the tomb instantly, like immediately.
Teleportation ring.
And I was like, I don't know what it's called, but hey, that's
Teleportation ring.
Teleportation ring.
Teleportation.
I did say, didn't I say teleport?
Yeah,
Yes,
teleportation.
I'm gonna look at the video. We're gonna see. But yeah,
I think you was trying to say like teleporting ring.
teleportation.
But you said
I said
teleportation.
I did say teleport. I might have said teleportation. Oh well, you get what I'm saying. But yeah, and then that's when Alberto was like, after he's done talking to Mare, Alberto was like, huh? And I noticed he was like, oh yeah, maybe I should give you a ring too, huh? Here you go. It was funny. And then let's see what else. I'm jogging my memory now right now because I had last time I watched it was like 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, we were supposed to do this a long time ago.
Yeah, been working. Let's see. And then yeah, that happens. And then after that, doesn't he like go to his room or something? He talks with Sebis or something, and he like, I might be ahead in episode 2 or whatever, but he like goes in the room and notices a village being attacked. This might be the end of the episode, and then it goes on to the next episode.
Well, he realizes that he's tired, but he's not sleepy. And he's not hungry. He starts realizing like all this different shit, like he's no longer basically human. You know, he's become undead. Like he was the character that he was playing was an undead creature in the game, and he basically took on the attributes of that creature. So he's not hungry and he's not sleepy, but you know, I guess he's just like mentally tired or something like that. One of the things that happened in the episode, you find out. And yeah, I think he does go to the room and see a village getting attacked. Or no, don't they go out traveling and he sees the village getting attacked?
Nope, because he's on like some sort of
yeah.
He's looking at the village. Now, before I go into all these details and stuff, I'm just gonna say this right now. I'm not going over episode to episode to episode. That's not what we're doing here. We're gonna be going. We're going through episodes, but I'm not going through episode to episode. I'm just here to tell you how it is, reviewing it. Basically, that's what we already said. And the reason why I'm not gonna go through episode to episode, because I want you to watch it. Like, it's like underrated. I think it's underrated. Like, not enough people talk about it.
And it's like, how many seasons was it?
3, and the 4th season is confirmed.
Yeah, it was 3 seasons. The reason why I was able to do it with in the previous 2 episodes is because those were 1 season a piece, you know, that we did. So it was basically we could sit through it and go episode to episode to episode. If we did that with this show, like I said, we watched 3 seasons of it and we'd be here for more than 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know, and the other ones, when I was going episode by episode by episode, and that was just 1 season, those ended up being over an hour long each. So we want to try to keep this under an hour.
I'm just doing the plot thing. So he sees this village being attacked, and he's like, Sebis, what should I do? But he doesn't really ask for Sebis, really. Either way, whatever Sebis says, he doesn't really care. He starts thinking about Ainz when the original one, the one who helped him after when he was being beat down by a group of people.
One of the other creators.
Was it? That was him?
Yeah, it was another creator that helped him out when he first started off on the game, and he basically
his name is Ainz. That's the dude. That's why he changed his name, because of that person.
I know that. Well, I wasn't saying. I was just saying that was another creator.
Oh, that was, huh? Oh my God, I thought it was just some random person.
Yeah, the person that saved him, and then that he ended up in the same guild as. Yeah, it was another player, another creator.
Yeah, and then since that guy helped him out, he's like, you know what?
And he said, when he helped him out, he said something along the lines of, if you like Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. It was like something like evil anywhere needs to be fought or something like that. Or if you see someone who needs help them, basically is what he said to, I guess his name would have been Momonga at the time. He said that to him. And so now Momonga, who's changed his name to Ainz,
He's implementing that feat.
is implementing that. He sees someone who needs help, which later on he kind of brushes that off. Like,
Strays from the past. Yeah, I noticed that too. I was like, man, that's actually, yeah, I ain't tripping about that.
見捨てる。助けに行く理由も価値もないからな。
かしこまりました。
トッチソンポイントゲット。あと2匹でクラスチェンジだ。
さっさととどめを刺せよ。
異業種がキモいんだよ。なぜ見も知らない俺を。
誰かが困っていたら助けるのは当たり前。
どちらにせよこの世界での自分の戦闘能力をいつかは調べなくてはならないわけですしね。
セバス、私はこの村に行く。ナザリックの警備レベルを最大限引き上げろ。
Oh man,
he still has an honor code that he lives by, but a lot of, and you start to, and it's, the thing that makes this show so good, in my opinion, is some of the subtleties that you don't really get explained to you unless you watch it. And like we're talking about it now, and I'm just realizing it, that the further the show goes, the more of his humanity he loses. So at first it's like, I really don't care about people too much. I just don't want to run into other players. And then he sees the village that needs help, and he's, well, I should probably help them, you know. And then like later on, he's basically like, fuck everybody. If it's not helping me, I don't care. You know,
all about benefits.
So,
about it. And you know, he upgrades the village, you know, basically, but not yet though. Not yet. He does upgrade it.
No.
Yes, he does. They build walls around it.
But that wasn't him.
Who do you think it was?
It was the chick that he saved.
No.
Yeah.
With the help with with the help with that one maid. Yeah, with the help with that one maid.
No. Yeah. He gave her a magic horn, and she summoned a bunch of goblins.
Yeah, that did happen.
Yeah. So he didn't upgrade the town. She summoned a bunch of goblins. They came in and started helping her build stuff.
But it was in his plan, though, because that's why he set that maid down. Yeah.
It wasn't technically in his plan. His plan was to keep that one guy safe. The alchemist.
Henry. No, that was the girl's name, wasn't it? Henry.
Yeah. He wanted to keep the alchemist safe because he wanted him to figure out how to make potions from the game world.
Yeah, he tried to make that red potion.
Yeah. So it was basically keep him safe, and then also keep in the same breath also keep her safe, because keeping her safe will make him happy. But originally, this when he gave her the horn was before he met the alchemist person.
Yeah, that's when.
So he didn't send the maid until after.
That's when he saved him, because he pulls up on him. He's like, you know what? We're gonna kill this guy. Pull up on him, drink it after he kills the knights or whatever. Gave her the potion, drink that, boom, boom, boom.
But that was
kills them, arrow of protection, whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, but that was later. That was after he goes to the town. Because remember, the town's getting attacked by some holy knights from a different
Nope, that was before, because he teleports right on them. Yes.
You want to put money on that?
Let's put money on it. How much?
$10.
Say less. You know what? We're gonna look this up right after this video.
And the thing is, the village, he visits the village first. He goes to the town after that, because when he goes to the town, he joins the guild, the Adventurers Guild, as Moma in his black armor. That's when he meets the other girl that he bumped. He beat up the guys in the bar and broke her new shiny potion or whatnot, and he gives her the red potion.
Wait, what are you talking about? I'm talking about when he saves Henry, or whatever that girl's name.
He saves Henry in the village. That's what I said. He goes when he goes to the village.
Yeah, he pulls up right on her and then kills the knights. Give her the potion. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Did he give her a potion?
Yeah.
それでこの下等生物の処分はどうなさいますか？
とりあえずの敵はそこに転がっている鎧を着た者たちだ。
かしこまりました。
怪我をしているようだな。飲め。
飲みます。だから妹には。姉ちゃん、ダメだよ。
何なのこれ。完全に信用されていない。何がダメなんだろう。
下等生物不全が。
待て、急ぐな。武器を下げろ。
かしこまりました。
これは治癒の薬だ。早く飲むんだ。
そう。
痛みはなくなったな。
はい。
お前たちは魔法というものを知っているか？
はい。村に時々来られるクス氏の私の友人が魔法を使えます。
そうか。ならば話が早い。私はマジックキャスターだ。アンティライフ国王、ウォール・オブ・プロテクション・フロム・アローズ。守りの魔法をかけてやった。そこにいれば大抵は安全だ。それと念のためにこれをくれてやる。吹けばゴブリンの軍勢がお前に従うべく姿を見せるはずだ。そいつらを使って身を守るがよい。
助けてくださってありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
気にするな。
お名前は何とおっしゃるんですか？
名前？
そうだな。
我が名を知るがよい。我こそがアインズールゴーン。
He gives her a potion. She gets her back healed because it was slashed. Then he puts an arrow of protection.
Oh, okay.
On her. Yep. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about, Justin. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, yep. And then he goes into the village. He creates a death knight, whatever the hell it is. One of those OP knights, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Lets him. He's like, you know what? Gives him an order. You know what? Kill everybody that looks like that in the village. And he goes.
The guy was begging for his life. Please, no. You guys, help me. Save me.
I'll give you money, anything. Blah, 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 blah. Stab.
逃げない相手には剣を使わない。楽しんでいるのか。
神よ、お助けください。神よ、
貴様ら、あの化け物を抑えよう。俺はこんなところで死んでいい人間じゃない。お前ら時間を稼げ。俺の盾になるんだ。ベーニュース隊長。 金をやる。200金貨。いや500金貨だ。はあ、1000金貨。助けてお願いします。なんでお金あげます。お金やだ様、
落ち着け。絶対だ。合図を出して馬と吸気系を呼べ。残りの人間は時間を稼ぐ。行動開始。デスナイトよ、そこまでだ。
It was funny because you guys were killing countless villagers without even giving them mercy. Now you don't get no mercy. Oh, it was so good. It was like Robin Hood. Oh my god,
funny as shit. Like because he was the biggest dick out of all of them. At least the rest of them could say, "Well, we were just following orders." He was one of the people giving the orders. So
I wasn't fucking with him. Yeah.
It was like, oh, okay. And then he's the one yelling, barking out the orders and talking shit. And then when it came time for him to face death like a man, he begged for his fucking life.
Yeah,
like a bitch.
That was very satisfying. And then he, after Ainz does all that other stuff, that's when he meets the knights.
Yeah, the knights of the kingdom that they're in.
It was like a main knight though. It was like he
guards he was the main knight that guards the king.
Yeah.
And he was basically being backstabbed without knowing that he was being backstabbed because a bunch of basically petty fucking politics. A bunch of the not royalty but nobles basically didn't want him around anymore. The king, still wanted him, and the king actually later on goes to try to apologize to him, and he was like, "You don't need to apologize to me for nothing. I was doing my job." But basically, they sent him into a situation that he couldn't win with not enough resources. Yeah, they sent him to get slaughtered, basically.
And it was like, and when he met Ainz he asked Ainz to protect the village one more time, and without realizing it, Ainz gave him a magical tool where he's switching out.
And that's what, when we was talking about how he slowly loses his humanity throughout the show, you can see, he respected him because he's like, he knows that he's going to die.
He respected him to the end, too.
Yeah, to the end. But he knows in that situation, it's like he asked Ainz for help. And Ainz said, "No, I'm not about to go fight your battle for you. Fuck that." And he was like, "Well, can you at least just protect the village?" Cool. All right, I'll do that. And it's like, all right, well, we about to roll out. And so Ainz respected the fact that he was willing to just go out there and fight this massive arm. I don't think it was too massive, but it was a bunch of magic knights.
In their eyes, it would be that massive because those angels or whatever the hell they had were slaying people left and right.
Mm-hmm.
And dude was holding his ground. He like, okay, let me put on this super armor slash boom slash.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh shit, I'm in overdrive. Oh shit, I'm losing.
He was kicking ass. He really was.
行くぞ。奴らの腹跡を食い散らかしてやれ。
隊長！
るほどな。武器戦機コンプ。魔法っていうやつは何でもありか。畜生だ。だがこちらの作戦通りだ。ゴーン殿、頼んだぞ。
最後まで戦勝と共に
隊を守るのは俺たちだ。敵を引きつけたらそのまま撤退だと言っただろうが。本当にバカで本当に自慢のやつらだ。戦力的にはこちらが圧倒的に不利ならば狙うは指揮官。邪魔だ。武器六甲連弾。おお。武器即応反射。重水加速。
やれる。勝てるぞ。
見事だ。あれだけの武器を使いこなすとは。しかしそれだけだ。次の天使を召喚せよ。ストロノーフに集中して魔法を叩き込め。
And then they summoned an even more powerful angel or something.
No, not yet. They still had a whole bunch of guardians. Like, you know what? We're gonna have every single one of them attack him. And that's when he gets switched out. He's like, where am I at? Inside the village. He's like, ah, Soka. And guys,
とどめだ。ただし一体でやらせるな。数体で確実に仕留める。
なめるな。俺は王国戦士長。この国を愛し守護する者。王国を汚す貴様らに負けるわけにいくか。
そんな夢物語を語るからこそお前はここで死ぬのだ。ガゼフ・ストロノーフ。その体で何ができる。お前を殺した後村人たちも殺す。無駄なあがきをやめそこでおとなしく横になれ。せめてもの情けに苦痛なく殺してやる。何がおかしい。
愚かなことだ。あの村には俺より強い御人がいるぞ。
はったりか。天使たちよ、ストロノーフを殺せ。
そろそろ交代だな。
ここは村の倉庫です。アインズ様が魔法で防御を張られています。
ゴウン殿は。
それが戦士長様と入れ替わるように姿が書き消えまして。
そうか。
Don't want no drama, don't want no drama. I'm counting on this blue face, big con.
and then that's when he pulls up to the scene with Albedo. He's like, "Oh, welcome. I'm gonna need you to give up your lives, and I will kill you as painless as possible." And they weren't going for that, obviously. So, yeah, and it was like, you know what? Get those angels on them now.
Which is funny because it's like he doesn't give them the option like, hey, if you guys leave, we're all good. You know, I ain't got nothing against you. You're attacking a village. I'm protecting the village. I'm protecting these knights. You leave now, I'll spare you. No, it's basically lay down, let me kill you, or I'm gonna make it even more painful.
Basically, shit. And me, shit, I don't know what the hell I would do, but I'm not going out like this, nigga. You talking about some, oh yeah, man, you're just spouting lies, just talking. You know, it's all you all talk, ain't you? I would have ran or something. He just instantly came out of nowhere. What you talking about?
I mean, at first, I could kind of understand it, but when he starts, like, busting up all of your magic angel things, I would have took off. No, if I was one of them just common soldiers, I would have took the fuck off.
That, because I would have, as soon as I would have seen he switched places with the dude, I would have been like, oh yeah.
But the thing is, magic exists in this world.
Yeah, it exists, but I ain't never, I don't think anybody's seen that before. That was a item that he gave him, like, they would, even the floor guardian, or who said that it was like, are you sure with giving him a high grade like a high grade item? He was like, yeah. And Ein's like, well, that wasn't even a high grade item. You get that for like 10 something coins, you know, and shit. And people, I'm pretty sure most people wouldn't see that. Now, if I would have seen that, I would be like, oh shit, hell no. All right, I'm either dying right there, getting my life, all right, cool. It's whatever. I'm about right, or I'm just running. I'm running. I'm gone. None of them ran.
Me personally, like I said, after the initial attack, and he just obliterates all of their angels. If I'm one of the lowly freaking magic knight people, I'm out. I'm dipping. Like, you gonna have to catch me.
Guess who catching you? Albedo ass. She on your ass.
Yeah, she on your ass. She gonna have to catch me.
Shit. Here, 1.2 seconds. You dead. It's already gone.
That's fine. Yeah. I'm pretty sure, you know, they probably won't care too much about me taking off, and, you know.
No, they wouldn't care if I would have just ran off without even doing anything, because what made it even worse was them attacking. That's what pissed him off. So shit, I'm not attacking, I'm running, or I'm giving up my life. Shit.
Hell, like I said,
he probably would have spared me.
I'm gonna test the waters.
He would have spared me. Shit.
And then once I watch the episode, if you watch the episode, you'll know what we're talking about, because what he does, there wouldn't have been no second attack if I was like, oh, okay, well, sorry, what's your name again? Irons? Oh, well, we apologize. We are sorry for the inconvenience. What can we do to make this situation better?
That's basically what he said afterwards, after he, even his highest attack didn't work on him. That's what basically.
But at that point, it was too late, because they attacked multiple times. It wasn't like just one attack to test the waters. It was boom.
That's why I said, okay, I'm either giving up my life or I'm gone. I'm not even attacking.
Now we summon our most powerful angel, and then he just obliterates it like that, and it was like
one attack.
Yeah, one attack.
Black hole attack. He just hellfire, boom.
Yeah, it was gone. And so
everything was gone, even the hope of the people that attacked.
But the thing is, even after that, he started begging and it wasn't like he started off begging. It was more like he was talking shit first. Then realizes, oh shit, we're fucked, or I'm fucked. It wasn't like I'm begging for my men or anything like that. He was just begging for himself.
Now, first he was like, spare us. No, spare me. I'll give you this. No, matter of fact, I'll give you this. He's like, oh, you misunderstand. I told you, give up your life. But no, I'm finna kill you painlessly. I'm finna kill you painfully. That's what happened.
何者だ。はじめまして、スレイン王国の皆さん。私の名前はアインズウルゴーン。アインズと呼んでいただければ幸いです。あの村とは少々縁がありましてね。
村人の命乞いにでも来たのか？
いえいえ、実はお前と戦士長の会話を聞いていたのだが、本当にいい度胸をしている。お前たちはこの私が手間をかけてまで救った村人を殺すと公言していたな。これほど不快なことがあるものか。
不 カイトは大きく出たな、マジックキャスター。で、だからどうした？
抵抗することなくその命を差し出せ。そうすれば痛みはない。だが拒絶するなら愚劣さの対価として絶望と苦痛の中で死に絶えることになるだろう。
天使たちを突撃させよう。無様なものだ。くだらんはったりで煙に巻こうと。
言っただろう。抵抗することなく命を差し出せと。人の忠告は素直に受け入れるべきだぞ。
バカな、何かのトリックに決まっている。
上位物理無効化。データ量の少ない武器や低位のモンスターの攻撃を完全に無効化するパッシブスキルなんだが、やはりユグドラシュのアークエンジェルフレイムと同じということか。お前たちがなぜユグドラシルと同じ魔法を使い同じモンスターを召喚できるのか知りたかったのだが、まあそれはひとまず置いておくとしよう。次はこちらの番だ。行くぞ、応殺だ。
全天使で攻撃を仕掛けろ。急げ。
アルベド、下がれ。
はっ。
ネガティブバースト。
ありえない。
あの村には俺より強い個人がいるぞ。化け物だ。
やはりユグドラシルの魔法ばかりだ。誰がその魔法を教えた？
何が起こった？
アルベド、あの程度の飛び道具でこの身が傷つかないのは承知のはず。お前が力を使うほどの。
お待ちください、アインズ様。至高の御身と戦うのであれば最低限度の攻撃というものがございます。あのように下船な飛びつぶてなど
それを言ったらあいつら自体が失格ではないか。なあ。
プリンシパリティ・オブザベーション、かかれ。
反撃といこうか。ヘルフレイム。
一撃。ありえるか。上位天使がたった一つの魔法で滅ぼされるはずがない。
二軍隊長、我々はどうすれば。
最高位天使を召喚する。
あれは輝きからすると超異魔法以外なら封じ込めることができる魔封じの水晶。ユグドラシルのアイテムもあるわけか。
アルベド、スキルを使用して私を守れ。
見よ、最高位天使の尊き姿を。ドミニオン・オーソリティ。
この天使が最大の切り札。
そうだ、お前にはこの宝を使うだけの価値があると判断した。
なんということだ。
恐ろしいか。怯えるのも仕方がない。
くだらん。
何？
この程度の幼稚なお遊びに警戒していたとは。
お遊び？何を言っている。まさか。いや、ありえん。人類では勝てない存在を前にハッタリだ。ホーリースマイトを放て。人が決して到達できない第7位階魔法、魔人すら消滅させる神の御業を食らうがいい。
これがダメージを負う感覚、痛みか。
感動生物アイン様、私の大好きな蝶を愛してるお方に痛みを与えるなどゴミである身の程を知れ。
良い、アルベド。
しかしアインズ様。
良いのだ。天使の脆弱さを除き、ありとあらゆる事態は私の狙い通りだ。今度はこちらの番だな。絶望を知れ、ブラックホール。
魔人をも超える力。お前は一体何者なんだ。
アインズール・ゴウンだよ。この名はかつて知らぬ者がいないほど轟いていたのだがね。
何が。
何らかの情報系魔法を使ってお前を監視しようとした者がいたみたいだな。私の構成防壁が起動したから大して覗かれてはいないはずだが。
本国が俺を。
では遊びはこれくらいにしよう。
待ってほしい。アインズ・ウルゴウン殿、いや様、私たち、いや私だけで構いません。命を助けてくださるならば望む額を用意いたします。
あなた間違ってるわ。人間という下等生物であるあなたたちは頭を下げ、命を奪われる時を感謝しながら待つべきだったの。
下等生物。
確かこうだったな。無駄なあがきをやめ、そこでおとなしく横になれ。せめてもの情けに苦痛なく殺してやる。
He does that, boom, walks off. I wonder if I was too hard on Albedo. And Albedo was like, "Whoa, capoeira," cool, or whatever the hell she talking about. And yeah, that's basically what happens. And then now we're gonna skip a few and where he becomes Maman, whatever. He picks one of the maids, Nabe, which I kind of like, but I didn't understand why he chose her. But hey, Nabe's pretty cool. Yeah, she's pretty cool, and he realized like no, because in the village he shows the village chief the coins of Yggdrasil, and he's like, no, not here. And it shows the real coins, this, that, and the third. Then he comes up with a plan like, oh shit, we need some money. We need some money, benefits. Then that's when he becomes Maman and goes to the
And it wasn't just for benefits, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
No, it was also to scout.
Oh shit, maybe it was.
Yeah, it was to scout as well and to try to see if he could find or come into contact with any other players who might still be on the server.
And when she still had no luck.
Yeah.
And he dresses up as that, and he's a bronze, and he tries to go as the highest quest. He's like, well, she's like, well, those aren't the rules here. That shit kind of pissed me off. Nigga, if I want this quest, you gonna give me this quest. But they talking about some, yeah, that could kill a lot of people since you're, an amateur.
読めん。ナーベラルも字を読むことはできないしな。
これを受けたい。
申し訳ありません。こちらはミスリルプレートの方々への依頼でして。
知っている。だから持ってきた。
ですが規則ですので。
くだらん規則だ。
仕事に失敗した場合、多くの方の命が失われる可能性もあります。
私の連れは第三位階魔法の使い手だ。
第三位階？あの若さでか。
そして私も彼女に匹敵するだけの戦士。私たちは実力に見合った高いレベルの仕事を望んでいる。
申し訳ありませんが規則ですのでそれはできません。
そうか。それでは仕方がないな。わがままを言ったようで悪かった。ならばカッパーのプレートで最も難しい仕事を見繕ってくれ。
But they don't know him yet. And so I was just like, you know what? It's whatever. And then he meets these guys. I don't know none of their names because they all die anyways, but
we're gonna win.
では改めまして、私が漆黒の剣のリーダーペテル・モークです。それであちらがチームの目と耳であるレンジャーのルクルット・ボルブ。そして治癒魔法や自然を操る魔法を使うドルイドのダインウッド・ワンダー。
よろしくお願いする。
そして最後にマジックキャスターでありチームの頭脳ニニャ・ザ・スペルキャスタ
ー。よろしく。しかしペテル、その恥ずかしい二つなやめません？
いいじゃないですか。
こいつタレント持ちなんだ。
おう、タレント。
この世界での生まれついての特殊能力だったか。
魔法適正とかいうタレントで、確か習熟に8年かかる魔法が4年で済むんだっけ。
それはすごい。
この能力を持って生まれたことは幸運でした。夢を叶える第一歩が踏み出せたのですから。
何はともあれ、この都市では有名なタレント持ちだということです。
まあ私よりもっと有名な人がいますけどね。
バレアレ氏であるな。ほう。ああ、こちらはナーベ。そして私がモモンです。よろ。
Yeah, so I'm not finna go over their names, man.
And the messed up thing is they pulled
a comic got killed on it.
Oh no, what was it?
They pulled that guy. They pulled that shit in this anime.
What was it? No, it was Pitch Black. You ever seen the movie Pitch Black? You know what I'm talking about. Where the little girl is acting like she's a boy the whole time, but she's really a female. They had one of those on here too.
They you know what they did to the group? They pulled a Goblin Slayer basically, and Goblin Slayer, like, they all died, and it's just like, oh my god, it's so weird. It has nothing to do with goblins, okay? I'm gonna tell you that right now, but
oh yeah, they got their ass kicked by like one person, from their own world.
Clementine, ugh,
yeah,
that bitch. Yeah, and then they took on a quest with Henry. I think that's his name, to be honest. I can look at my notes, but I don't feel like it. That's Henry is his name, or it's the girl's name. Shit, I don't know. But he takes his quest because his normal guy is out of town or whatever, blah blah blah, and then they go on a quest.
Henry did that on purpose.
Oh my god, we skipped over the part where he knocks over the where the dude knocks over the potion and shit. Oh yeah, we did.
We talked about that already. Yeah, basically they in a bar fight. When he goes to accept the quest or whatnot, a bunch of guys get to talk his shit. At this point, he's going by Momon and not Momonga or Ainz, but when he's in his black armor and he's in town, everyone knows him as Momon. He beats the shit out the guys, knocks over the potion in order to not fight with the chick whose potion got destroyed. He gives her a red potion, and at first she's like, no one's ever seen a red potion, so she takes it to go get basically checked.
宿だな。相部屋で1日5銅か。飯は
2人部屋を希望したい。食事は不要だ。
お前さんカッパのプレートだろ。だったらここは
先ほど組合で登録してきたばかりなんだ。
1日7銅か。前払いだ。
それで構わん。
部屋は2階の奥だ。
やれやれ。
おいおい、痛えじゃねえか。どうしてくれんだよ、おい。こりゃそっちの女に優しく介抱してもらうしかねえな。
いやいや、許してくれ。あまりにも雑魚にふさわしいセリフに笑いをこらえきれなかった。
ああ、
お前とならば遊ぶ程度の力も出さないで良さそうだな。で、次はどうする？ 時間を無駄にするのもバカバカしい。なんなら
ちょっとあんた何すんのよ。あんたのせいで私のポーションが割れちゃったじゃない。弁償しなさいよ。
ポーション？
私が食事を抜き酒を断ち、倹約に倹約を重ねて貯めた金で今日買ったばかりのポーションを壊したのよ。
ならばこいつらに請求したらどうだ？
金貨1枚と銀貨10枚よ。いつも飲んだくれてるんだから払えるはずないわよね。あんたさ、ご立派な鎧着てるぐらいなんだから10のポーションぐらい持ってるんでしょ。現物でも構わないからさ。
持ってはいるが、待て待て、分かった。
赤いポーション？
これで問題はないな。
ええ、ひとまずは。
See if it was worth anything, and come to find out, yeah, it's worth a lot because no one can make potions of that potency in this world. So,
and that's when Henry's curious or whatever, I think, and then he's like, you know, who gave you this, blah blah blah, that's all blah 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 blah.
So she tells him, and so Henry and his, I think it was either just Henry or it might have been Henry and his grandmother.
Yeah, it was his grandmother.
Decide to try to steal a potion from Maman, aka Heinz, so they can try to examine it and see if they can create red potions because old girl wasn't willing to sell hers.
Hold on, before, okay, this is for the record. Are we just going over one and two season 2s, or is we going?
We can go through 1 and 2 because we're almost at an hour already.
Yeah, cause shit, we're still on episode 3. Shit. All right, so
I thought you were gonna start jumping ahead.
Yeah, I was going to. I just don't know when. So here, I'm just going over the little plots, the little things before I start jumping ahead. So yeah. He takes the quest. That's when Henry bumps into him. Like, hey, you know what? Hey, I need you to come with me, do this, that, and the third. And so they did, because there's the other group that he's with, the one who got Goblin, the one who, you know, the group that just gets slayed in soon. And then they just have to collect some herbs for him or whatever. And Maman just showing off his skills, slices. Nabe, lightning, boom. They's like, oh my god, this is crazy. And one thing that kind of pissed me off was I wanted to see the face that he created when he showed the people.
They don't show that face.
I wanted to see that face.
But don't they also talk about the forest?
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. Yeah,
sorry.
That was the that was his name. Yeah, Forrest, the whatever the hell, that little hamster, snake guy, something. And then after he shows off his moves to the thing, he's like, he has Aura go fetch him because they was talking about the forest king or whatever for some reason. But after he has Aura go catch him, he's like, you guys stay back. Me and Nabi are gonna handle this. I go to the forest, and Maman's disappointed. He's disappointed as hell. That's not what I mean. That's what they call him.
King of the forest.
The wise king. Yeah. And then he's like, he's disappointed when he comes across him like, what the hell is this? And after he tries to attack, my mom just boom instantly.
But come to find out that it's one of the creatures from Idrisil.
なんという
そのヘルムの下から驚愕と恐れが伝わってくるでござるよ。
一つ聞きたい。お前の種族名はジャンガリアンハムスターとか言わないか？
なんと、もしやそなたそれがしの種族を知っているでござるか？
うん、知っていると言ってよいか。かつての仲間がお前によく似た動物を飼っていた。
なんと、もし同族がいるのであれば教えてほしいでござる。子孫を作らねば生物として失格でござるがゆえに。
いや、それはサイズ的に無理だ。
そうでござるか。残念でござる。
すまんな。
いいでござる。それよりもそろそろ無駄な話はよして、命の奪い合いをするでござる。
森の剣王なんて名前だから期待したのに。
それがしの支配する領地に侵入せし者よ。それがしの糧となるでござる。
Yeah, it is. Because like he also keeps the other monsters at bay or whatever, keep them away from that area. But he still takes them regardless. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't know what they did with that. Yeah, that shit. Yeah, that guy.
Basically, he's like Yoda, but if Yoda smoked crack.
Yeah, and with a high pitched voice. Shit was so irritating.
He talks backwards with a high pitched voice, and he's like 100 miles per hour talking.
And he's a hamster with a snake tail, so it's kind of obvious. But after he does that, he tames them. They come back like, "Wow, this is crazy." And he's like, "What the hell are they talking about?" "Nah, babe, do you get this?" He's like, "Yeah, his eyes are gleaming with wisdom." He's like, "Even Nabe, what the hell?" Shit, I'm just like, yeah, I'm with Irons on this one. What is they talking about? Shit. So he jawed, and now, after the day's over, disappointment. The disappointment comes. It's riding on the hamster on the way, coming back. And then that's when everybody gets slayed. Shit was so disappointing, man. I was like, damn. That's when Ainz finds out that the boy was actually a girl. And later on, he reads the book that he picks up from her and stuff, and her sister is captured. He later gets the sister. And we'll talk a little bit more about that after I tell you about how he gets Clementine back.
Season 3 or 4?
That was at the end of season 2. Or maybe it was at season 3.
Season 3, because I think season 2 ended with the battle with
and it's Saltier, yeah, that's right. That's right, because that's when he picks up with the So, then he starts investigating the shit. He's like, oh yeah, they leave trails behind this, that, and the third. His grandma, then Henry's grandma was like, because Henry got captured. And he's like, you know what? I'm just like, how much are you willing to give? She's like, oh yeah, this, that, and the third. And my mom was like, I was like, everything. I need everything from you. He's like, you're a demon. So he kind of is. I mean, but yeah. And then he's like, all right. He heads off on the quest. And
but does he ever actually collect from her?
No, I don't think so. Shit, I don't recall.
I think he just asked her that shit just to see how much she really cared to have her grandson back.
Because she wasn't caring, he was actually gonna take him back to the tomb of Nazareth with the thing on his head. So he's on his way to go beat up that one girl, Clementine. Yep. Oh, that was so satisfying. Almost as satisfying as that village. Yes. And actually was more satisfying. So he goes there. He's like, what is the bronze guy? Or wait, matter of fact, he wasn't bronze anymore. He was like silver plated, right? Or was he
was still bronze?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell.
He was still bronze at that point, and after this battle, they raised him from bronze to the highest
I don't know how to say that. Yeah, I don't know how to say it. Dynamite, whatever the hell it is.
Dynamite or something like that. But basically, they kidnapped Henry because he has a special ability to use any magical item without having any type of training with it or whatever level that he should be or something like that.
I see potential in him.
So they want him to wear this crown thing to raise a bunch of dead skeletons. So yeah,
which is kind of lame.
It was Clementine and some old geezer guy, and so they go to the graveyard to get Henry back. Ainz in his Maman suit is fighting Clementine, and the maid is fighting the old
guy.
Geezer.
Yeah, he's not even worth it.
Hamskay is what they call the wise king of the forest, ends up fighting a bunch of the skeletons. And the fight scene was actually really good.
Yeah, because first he jumps over the fence like, oh my god, is that the... Yes, that's him, blah, blah, blah. We may have experienced a legend. And I'm just like, oh yeah. But yeah, he's fighting skeletons, going crazy on them. Like, you know what? Let's go straight to the bosses. And that's what they do, And now, after it wasn't going nowhere with, they were just toying with him. And he was like, you know what, nah, man, show him the Pleiades maids. I don't know how to say that. All right, I'm gonna just say, show them the maids. Show them the real power of the tomb of Nazareth.
So yeah.
本当に勉強不足だったな。感謝するよ。しかし時間も差し迫っている。この辺りでお遊びは終わりにしよう。
は？
ナーベラルガンマ、ナザリックが意を示せ。
何それ。
さあ、決死の覚悟でかかってこい。
降伏するなら助けてやってもいいぞ。
人間風情か。
何？
舐めた口を叩くなよ、ゴミが。
潰せスケリトルドラゴン。
ナーベラルガンマ、
ん？
ナザリックが意を示せ。
ん？
見心のまま。ではこれよりナーベではなくナーベラルガンマとして対処を開始します。テレポーテーション。
おお。
フライ。
消えた。どこに行った。フライの魔法まで使えるとはな。しかしあの一撃をどうやって避けた。それにフライが使えるというのにスケリトルドラゴンから逃げようとしない。魔法に対する絶対耐性を前に称賛でもあるというのか。
勝つ方法ならいくらでもあるんだけど、その前に喜びなさい。人間風情がナザリック地下大墳墓の絶対支配者、至高の御方であられるアインズール・ゴウン様に忠義を尽くす戦闘メイドプレアデスが一人ナーベラルガンマにお相手をしてもらえるということを。
メイド？スケリトルドラゴン？何？
そんなに痛い？
転移魔法だとお主の切り札は転移してわしを殺すということか。
そんなわけないでしょ。こうやって殺すことも容易ですよという実演をしたまで
お主狂っているのか。
飲みとはいえその答えは何？
Oh, no, I'm just
もう
recording
少し
clips
頭を
from
使
the
ってほ
shows
しいわ。
real quick.
お主は
そろそろ終わりにしましょう。あまりアインズ様をお待たせするのは配下の者として失礼。スケリトルドラゴンには魔法が効かないと思っているようなので、アメンボに知恵を得る機会を与えましょう。お題はあなたの命ということで。
なんだその魔法は。だがスケリトルドラゴンには魔法への絶対耐性が。
絶対耐性。でもそれは正確には第6以下以下の魔法の無効化という能力。つまりそれ以上の魔法が使えるこのナーベラルガンマの攻撃は無効化できないということ。
バカが第7以下魔法を使える人間などこの世に存在せん。なぜだこのわしが5年かけて作り上げた努力の結晶が全てがこのわずかな時間で崩壊するというのか。
アインズ様の踏み台本当にご苦労様。ツインマキシマイズマジックチェインドラゴンライトニング。 虫けらでも焼けるといい匂いがする。
Don't want no drama, don't want no drama. I'm counting honest, blue face, big honest.
Basically, the whole fight, they're not using any of their actual powers. Like, cause Momon or Ainz, he's technically a mage. And so he's fighting Clementine as a warrior in his warrior suit. And the maid is holding back all of her powers as well, right? And she's fighting like two undead skeletal dragons at the same time. And so, yeah, like Ray said, I'm just like, yeah, go ahead. It's enough. It's done. Like, go ahead. Finish them off. And she just fucks all three, the skeletal dragons and old Duda.
And the skeleton dragons, they are like resistant to all types of magic, but it wasn't. But with her magic, it's top tier, like even higher than whatever the hell they talking about, higher than 6 tier. Yeah, this is like shit, 100 tier magic, whatever the hell they talking about.
God tier, basically.
Throw that lightning down, boom, destroyed him instantly, killed the old man. Ainz on the other side, he's like, you know what, come at me. And then and then she's like, you know what, doing all this buffs and stuff. Stabs in the eye, I'm not finished, twist, lightning, boom, 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 boom. Why aren't you not dead? Because he grabs him, blah, blah, or he grabs her, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, I would kill you with this. And it was the girl's blade. It was that, but she was like too strong for it. So I was like, yes, you should have killed her with that. Slowly, too.
The thing, the funniest thing about that whole fight scene is the fact that Ainz at the beginning, Clementine basically was like, what, were they your friends or something? He was like, I hold no grudge against you for killing them. They were in your way. They had something that you wanted, and if I was in your shoes, I would have did the same thing. And for me to be upset with you would make me a hypocrite. And then by the end of the battle, he's like, oh, I forgot to tell you, this is really hard for me not to be a hypocrite.
そういや、あのお店で私がやったのってお仲間？もしかして仲間殺されて怒っちゃった？大爆笑だったよ、あのマジックキャスター。最後まで助けが来るって信じてたみたいよ。ごめんね、殺しちゃって。
別に謝る必要はない。
そう、ちょっと残念だな。よくも仲間をって激高してくれる人をねじ伏せるのが最高に笑えるのに、なんで怒んないの？つまんないじゃん。実は仲間じゃなかった？
私だって時と場合によってはお前と似たことをするだろう。だからそれを責めるのはわがままというものだ。しかしあいつらは私の名声を高める道具であった。私の計画を妨げたお前の存在は非常に不愉快だ。
あ、そうだ。ちなみにあの美人さんもマジックキャスターでしょ。それじゃカジちゃんには勝てないよ。私に勝つのも無理だけどね。
鍋でもお前程度には勝てるだろうよ。
バカだな。本気で言ってるのかてめえ。武器もろくなもんがないくせにこのクレマンティーヌ様に勝てる？ムカつくにも程があんぞ。
弱者のザレ言もそこまでいけば大したものだ。
勝負をつけようっていうのは賛成。祝走破、超回避、能力向上、能力超向上。何もしない。死ね！まだまだ終わりじゃないんだ
なるほど。こんな武器はユグドラシルにはなかったな。いい勉強になる。
嘘、ありえない。なんで死なない？
答え合わせといこうか。
アンデッド、エルダーリッチか。ま
あ正解に近いと言っておこう。それでどうだ、マジックキャスターと剣で戦った気分。
見るな。なんで？
これがハンデの正体だ。要するに お前ごとき相手は私が本気で、つまり魔法を使用してまで戦う敵ではなかったということだ。さて、ネタばらしもしたし、これは邪魔だな。
ふざけるな。
では始めるぞ。
まさか
お前がもっと弱ければこれでとどめを刺そうと思っていたんだが、まあ剣で死ぬのもへし折られて死ぬのも潰れて死ぬのも大した違いはないだろう。同じ死だ。そんなに暴れるなよ。お前だってあれを殺すのに時間をかけたんだろ。だから私だってゆっくりやってやるさ。死の舞踊か。言い忘れていたな。私は非常にわがままなんだ。
So basically, he was pissed off that she killed basically some friends of his, basically.
Squeezed her to death.
Squeezed her ass to death.
Ooh, you should have resurrected her again and killed her. Ooh, but he doesn't want to resurrect anybody, even though he has the power to. He could have resurrected everybody that just died, but you know what?
He doesn't want to draw attention to himself too much at this point. Like, it's still early in the show. He's not trying to draw attention to everything that he can do. And that's why he's going around as Mammon in the armor and stuff, you know, basically scouting in plain sight while staying hidden, basically. And it comes in handy later on when they play on both sides. But
I can't wait to season 4. It has so much potential. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't read manga, and I already know manga shows everything. I'm not reading manga. No matter what you tell me, even though we're spoilers, manga is the main source of spoilers, and I hate spoilers. Yes.
So that was, what, about the end of season 1 right there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Quick synopsis on stuff. Not synopsis. I need to stop saying that. But a quick rundown on season 2. Just if you don't mind, I'm gonna take the wheel right here. Basically they still continuing looking for other players and stuff like that. Unable to find them. So we're just gonna basically skip. There's a bunch of stuff that happens. It's interesting. Like we said, go watch the show. It's a really good show. But I just want to get to the fight with because we're almost at an hour long here. So I want to get to the fight with between Ainz and the vampire girl. Shawtier. Basically, in the previous episodes, what were they doing? There was something. Oh, they were trying to capture someone to teach Ainz or help Ainz grow his swordsman power or martial skills. And so they find someone who's supposed to be basically second only to the captain of the knights.
His name was Brain.
Yeah.
Brian, whatever the hell. I don't
Braun.
know. It was Brian. Well, yeah, I didn't know
Something
how to
like
pronounce it. I was watching the Japanese version.
And so basically, fucking Shawtier catches this nigga in a mine. He starts with this whole sword thing, and he what is it, like this area thing, and he can only do it when he's not moving, and then he draws the sword all real fast, and she just blocks it with one finger. I think it was like her pinky finger or something like that. And then he's like swinging at her, and he starts to realize that he's not gonna win, and like, shit, I keep hitting this damn thing. I'm sorry, guys. but realizes that he's not gonna win and like freaks the fuck out and takes off running. And so Shawtyr gets pissed off and starts chasing him down, transforms into like her vampire true form or something, and starts chasing him down, ends up killing like everybody in the mine trying to find this guy. He done took off. Right? And as he's running and Shawtyr's chasing him, because he ends up outsmarting her, so she gets even more pissed off. She goes into like a blood fury or something like that. She ends up getting ambushed by what I believe is other players, or were, at least one of them was another player from a different game. Or it could have been the same game, but they had a god tier item as well. Shot it at Shawtyr to mind controller or something like that. But Shawtyr at the same time fired off something else at this person and basically kills a bunch of them and like severely injures one of them, the one who shot the shot. And so then she ends up being stuck there, unable to move and whatnot, and she basically becomes like a boss character in an MMO. So until Ainz later on goes and actually attacks her, she won't move, attack, do anything. So they get to fighting, and the thing about this battle is Ainz doesn't really overpower her. Like, he doesn't overpower Shawtyr because he's like, basically Shawtyr has all of his weaknesses. And so he outsmarts her. Basically by like acting like he's wearing certain clothing that changed up his weaknesses when he was still weak to fire. So instead of flinching, he just stands there like it wasn't doing anything. And when she used like holy magic or something on him, he acted like it did a whole bunch of damage to him. And it wasn't. So yeah, basically he outsmarts her. It was a dope ass fight.
アインズ様の勝利だ。
なぜだね。私からすればまだ勝敗は遠いところにあると思うのだが。
シャルティアは防御を捨て攻撃に特化した。私も同じ状況になったらそうせざるを得ないだろう。
アインズ様が武器を次々と交換していく。つまり他にどのような武器があるかが不明のため、情報が欠如している現状下では距離を取るという選択肢が愚行に帰する可能性がある。弓矢を見せられればそう思うでしょうね。だからシャルティアはせめてスポイトランスの届く距離で戦うしかないということね。
なるほど。なんとなくだが理解したよ。つまり防御を捨てたシャルティアに対してアインズ様は斧を持ち出され、
血をすすり肉を食らう。
ありがとうコキュートス。その血をすすり肉を食らうは見ての通りバランスが悪く命中性能に乏しい。だが防御を捨てたシャルティアであれば問題はない。
この戦闘における全ての流れがアインズ様のご計画通りだとは。
しかしシャルティアはスポイトランスで HP を回復できるが、戦士化しているアインズ様は他の魔法が使えない。アインズ様の方が分が悪いのでは。
それは大丈夫でしょう。アインズ・ウールゴンを名乗られるあのお方がその名において勝利を宣言したのですから。
様、先に HP が尽きるのはあなた様のようですね。
本当にそう思うか。
桃がお兄ちゃん、予定した時間が経過したよ。
ブクブク茶釜様。
なあ、何の時間が経過したと思う？今までの全てが私の計算通りであったとするならば、この時間の経過はお互いにとってどんな意味を持つと思う？決着だよ。勝負の終わりということだ。
何よ、私の HP はまだ。
超異魔法一撃では HP が満タンであるお前は倒せない。だったら一撃で倒せるまで消耗させればいいと思わないか？直接戦闘能力は私の方が低いが魔法防御力は私が上。ならば行くぞシャルティア。超 追い魔法。
アインズ様、どうしてここで発動まで時間がかかってしまう超位魔法を？まさかそれもハッピーアイテム！
フォールンダウン。
アインズールゴーン様、万歳。至高の恩義こそまさにナサリック最強の恩かと。GB。
It was probably one of the best fights. It was to me, it was the best fight in the whole series so far. I don't think there was really a fight that was above that fight.
I think that was because the reason why it was the best fight.
They were evenly matched.
Yeah.
Yeah. And pretty much every other fight is, them basically just overpowering people because no one's on their level. So to see both of them go at it was a treat. You get some more fights in season 3, but we'll probably do a wrap up of season 3 another time. Like I said, this is over almost an hour, and then when I edit it out, it's gonna be over an hour literally. So
we'll do all the ratings when we're finished with the whole thing, because at the end, you guys
rate the first 2 seasons. And then just rate, because we're only going to do season 3 next, and that should only be about a 20 to 30 minute video.
All right, I guess we can rate season 1 and 2. Okay, we can do that. Before we start rating anything, we skipped a lot. All right.
Yeah.
This anime again is by far my favorite anime. Like, I haven't rewatched nothing. I haven't rewatched anything besides this one. 5 times, bro. Like,
you gotta remember, I think each season was about 13, 14 episodes. So we just did 28 episodes. And we didn't do all 28, but
skimmed straight through.
It was basically, we gave you some spoilers, but go watch this one. Definitely go watch this one. It's worth your time. If you haven't seen it already, go check it out. But
oh man. All right. So let's rate the CGI. All right. CGI was definitely essential for this. Like I keep saying, I don't know why I keep saying essential. It's essential for all anime. The CGI was I actually liked the CGI, but it was kind of, some scenes was like, is that season 3 where they fight the lizards and stuff? We skipped the lizards where Kakyotis, that his whole arc, right? That was his whole.
That was season 3.
Okay, all right, cool. I'm already talking. All right, yeah, all right. Let's rate the CGI. The CGI for me is about I'm gonna say an 8 because I don't know. I say 8 because it's like, some anime, really needs CGI for it to work. And this was definitely one of those anime. And it could have gave me, I could have gave it a 9, but you'll see that it's it looks a little weird in some scenes, but it's definitely all right to me. It's definitely all right. Hey,
I'm gonna give it a 9. For the simple fact that most of the show is CGI, like almost all of it seemed like it was CGI to me. There was a lot of it, a lot of 3D angles and stuff like that in it, and none of it really threw me off. Here and there it did, but not as much as other shows that we've reviewed already, where it's like it takes me completely. I'm like, oh, I can definitely tell that's CGI. On this show, it seemed like the CGI was mixed in a lot better.
That's why I say CGI is needed in this one. It's just like,
yeah, it's basically a CGI show. So I would give it a 9 because, like I said, it didn't break me out of the illusion of the show. Whereas like Era Fureta and the Shield Hero, those was like, okay, you're doing like basically 2D this whole time, and then now you're throwing CGI at me, and it's like I can definitely tell that CGI, and it's pulling me out of your world at this point. Whereas, like I said, Overlord, it seemed like Ray said, the show needed the CGI.
It's balanced.
It's very balanced. So I'd give it a 9.
Now let's we haven't done this, but we're gonna rate the characters, all right? I liked every single character, all right? You don't have to rate any of them, but I'm gonna give them a 10. Their loyalty was just, oh my god, it was so wonderful, awesome. Like
you liked every single character.
Matter of fact, besides that cockroach guy, I don't like him. Yeah, it was a cockroach guy. The cockroach dude. Oh, I don't think he shows it. That's in season 3. That cockroach guy, man. Oof.
I don't remember a cockroach.
There is a cockroach guy.
I remember a cockroach maid.
There's a cockroach guy. He does it. They don't show his face. He's like in the dark, wearing a cape. He's like, feed my children.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Oof.
Oh yeah.
And the torturer girl. Oh, this is all in season 3. Let me. I'm talking about season 2. Oh my god, love the characters.
Well, I'm gonna rate the characters. Ainz was not my favorite, but he was the most interesting. Basically, because whereas all of them are the fish out of water, it's basically a fish out of water story, and all of them are fish out of water. Ainz seemed to be had the most character growth throughout the show, even though it was more of a character regression. You know, because he went from being this, you know what, if I see people doing bad things, I'm going to step in and do something, and then slowly devolves into, you know what, if you're not doing anything for me, I'm not helping you. So, outside of that, like, I liked all the characters except for Hamsuke. I even liked a lot of the human characters that were part of that world as well. You know, they were all pretty good. Like, loyalty-wise, the dialogue was pretty good. Hamsuke is just, every time he spoke...
I forgot. Let me throw that down to a 9. I forgot about that.
Yeah, every time he spoke, I was like, dude, you're not Yoda. Please stop trying to be Yoda. Thank you. Just shut the hell up. Every time he opened his mouth, I just wanted him to shut the hell up. So, well, yeah, if you take him out the equation, you know, I probably wouldn't give it a perfect rating because there's some characters you can improve on. So I'd give it about an 8.
Yeah, and I'm talking about perfect rating. I'm talking about for the main characters that's in the story that's stepping for. I ain't talking about no side characters that just died from Clementine and all that other stuff. I'm talking about the Floor Guardians. I'm talking about Ainz. But yeah, we gonna move on for that, man. Y'all know my rating, man. Y'all know where it goes. Y'all know where it lies at, man. All right, that it.
You got soundtrack, voice acting.
Like I said, voice acting it's always good, man. I never came across an anime where the voice acting is bad. Like, oh my god, this guy sounds like T-Pain. I've never seen it. Like, you know, I don't ever come across bad voice acting. All right, and okay, and yeah, the animation. Oh my god, I forgot about the animation. It was. Yeah, it was good too, man. But like I said, balanced CGI. It was balanced, and
I guess we talked about the animation with the CGI. So
animation,
you know, what I give the CGI a 10?
9. You gave it
a 9. And, so animation, CGI 9.
The plot, oh man, I love the plot. Oh, we gotta do that in season after we finish season 3. We have to do all that. Yeah. Because we haven't finished the character development. We haven't finished that. Anyways, yes. What else? I can't really think of anything else we can rate. Let's see.
Right, so we did animation. I thought the musical score was pretty good.
Oh, that's right.
I'd give it about an 8. Voice acting, He says he's never ran across bad voice acting. Obviously, you know, I've been around.
He's gonna bring up Hamskate. He's gonna bring up Hamskate.
Hamskate was bad voice acting for one. But I wasn't even gonna bring him up. I wasn't even going to bring him up. I was just gonna say that I've ran into bad voice acting in my time. That's all I was about to say.
In anime though? In anime,
yeah.
Name one.
Well, I thought Naruto at times had bad voice acting.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
The thing is, see, he watches the Japanese versions.
Oh, so you talking about dub?
All of it, yeah. I watched Overlord in English.
Oh, yeah.
So
I can't rate voice acting in, yeah.
I watched Arrow Ferretta in English. I think I watched Shield Hero in English. So it's one of those things where, yeah, I've run into bad voice acting. When I watch Japanese, and when I watch it in Japanese with the Japanese voices,
it's perfect.
I can't say that it's bad because I don't speak Japanese.
It's perfect.
So I don't know their pitches, their tones on how they speak.
The more you watch,
I can't judge it.
Listen, the more you watch sub anime, you'll realize that the way they talk is almost like what the other anime you just watched the other day. They sound the same, but they're not talking in the same thing. It's hard to explain, but just tell me. I've never ran across a bad voice.
The thing is, to tell you the truth, a lot of times I prefer the Japanese voice acting to the English voice acting. But if you watch the channel updates, you realize that right now it's harder for me to watch a lot of these shows with the Japanese voice acting because I have to then read all the subtitles. Right now, it's easier for me to listen or to watch the English dubbed versions because if I need to turn away, I don't have to pause the show and then come back to it. I can still hear what's going on, you know, especially if it's in a slower, you know, like they're just talking some stuff or, you know, having a conversation. I don't have to sit there and look at them talking to each other. You know, I can deal with the baby or whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm already knowing.
So it's easier for me to watch the dubbed versions over the subbed versions. So for me, voice acting for this show, I'd give it about I don't want to go so low as 7, so I'll say an 8. Because for the most part, it was pretty good. Even for English voice acting, his command, sometimes he would say things that made me want to stand at attention like, oh shit. Like, okay, boss. You know, and then the way they separated his Ain's character when he's in character, you know, how everyone else hears him and then how he hears himself is crazy because he has this commanding voice when everyone else hears him. When he's talking to himself, he sounds like a freaking 20-year-old regular human person. Like, it's crazy. So yeah, I'll give it an 8. I thought it was pretty good. What else? Story wise, for the first 2 seasons, it's a slow burn with some badass scenes thrown in. And what I mean by that is the plot doesn't really push forward a lot within the first 2 seasons because it's more of them just trying to figure out what the lay of the land is. You know, so even with that, I'd give it a 9 because it was interesting. It was interesting finding out about the different kingdoms and this kingdom's at war with this kingdom, and then it gets expanded on even more in season 3. But yeah, I'd give it a 9 because the badass scenes were let me put it like this: its highs are really high, and its lows aren't very low. Like, it's, you know, there's never really a time where I was like, you know, this is really boring. You know, never felt like that. So I'd have to give it about a 9 for the plot. So far.
I would also say the same thing because this is the first isekai anime I ever watched, and this is what got me into these types of anime. That's why we reviewed Slime, Reincarnation of the Slime, Shield Hero, all that other stuff. this is the first anime that I got into when that's Isekai. It's not the first anime I've watched. It's the first Isekai anime, and you know it's really good, bro. I watched it 5 times. I need season 4 now.
So, yeah. Honestly, to tell you the truth, if I wasn't so busy and had so much on my plate to try to get through, I'd watch it again easily, hands down. There's very few anime that I've watched multiple times. Avatar is one of them. I could watch that again now.
Avatar is not an anime, is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah, maybe it might have been. Shit, I watched Avatar.
And Naruto's another one, and Dragon Ball Z only because I watched the abridged versions over and over again. So, yeah, this is one of them that I could really watch for a second, third, fourth time. Actually, it's really that interesting. And I'm pretty sure there's stuff that I missed because, like I said, there'd be times where I'm watching the show and my attention gets diverted over to something else, and then I got to come back to it. So, yeah, I'd give it a 9. But I know he's the director, but I'm taking over right now. We're gonna wrap this up because we're already over an hour. I was really hoping to keep this under an hour this time, but I might end up splitting them up into different episodes, and that way we can push this a little further. Or split it up into different videos. I don't know why I said episodes, but if you like this video, hit that like button. And if you like us and you want to see more of Ray's handsome face for the ladies out there, subscribe.
Yeah, we're wrapping up. All right, guys. I'll
Hit
catch
that
you
like,
guys later,
subscribe
man.
button. Thanks for watching. Deuces, we out.
Don't want no drama, don't want no drama. I'm counting on this, blue face, big condoms.